Hey, so I bought this new laptop 3 months ago and it's my absolute favorite laptop of all time. I'm not sponsored by LG, by the way. I just genuinely love this laptop and I think most people have never even heard of this laptop. So I wanted to share this with you guys. First of all, it's got a giant 17-inch screen, but look how thin it is and look how light it is. This is the lightest 17-inch laptop of all time. It's lighter than a 13-inch MacBook Air. I've never seen anything like this. End of video. That's it. Like, you need to get this laptop. But no, I'm going to go through the pros and the cons. The keyboard is extremely comfortable. I would equate it to like the 2015 MacBook Pro. It's amazing. Battery life is like 10 hours, so it lasts a long time. 3 USB 3.0 ports, a micro SD card slot. Would have been nice if they had an SD card slot, but I'll take that over nothing, which is what the MacBook Pro has. I want to stress that it's not just aesthetics that make this being thin and light so nice. It's not just portability, which is huge, but it's also just, I mean, if I'm on the couch and I want to use a laptop on my lap, it's not like a heavy brick, so it feels fine. Also, it doesn't really get hot, so I don't feel like I'm decimating my sperm count, and the fans don't really get loud. It's completely different from, say, this Dell XPS 15 laptop right here, which is heavy like a brick and it gets so hot and the fans get loud. This is just night and day. I mean, I'm normally not using my laptop on my lap. I'm normally on a desk, but it's nice to at least have that option. Even the power cable on the LG Gram is tiny and lightweight. Like, compare that to that of the Dell XPS 15. Originally, I bought this laptop to be my backup laptop to this Dell XPS 15 because performance-wise, the Dell XPS 15, at least on paper, is much better. It's also $1,000 more expensive, so it should be better. So I was thinking that this would be my main laptop and the LG would just be a backup. But I only use the LG now. I have no desire to use this Dell anymore. For everyday use cases like browsing the internet and doing web development and software engineering, that kind of stuff, you're not going to notice any difference. In terms of my heaviest usage of this laptop, I have done some video editing, and honestly I didn't really notice any performance difference. But that being said, I didn't do anything too intense, mainly because it doesn't have that regular SD card slot, so I will buy an SD card adapter for that and then report back. I'm not really a gamer, but I have played some Age of Empires 2 and Warcraft 3 on this laptop against my brothers when they were here for the holidays when I was kicking their asses. And performance-wise, there's no difference on this laptop from that laptop. I can't really speak to the games like Fortnite or whatever crap the kids play these days, but for the classics, for the best games like Age of Empires 2, it's more than adequate for online play. The main thing is the screen. That big screen, like, that's it. You might say, oh, it's just 2 inches bigger, but it feels a lot bigger than 2 inches. And the reason for that, aside from just the 2-inch increase in the screen size, is that the aspect ratio here is 16:9 versus 16:10. This is the same aspect ratio that the MacBook Pros have. That's why a 15-inch MacBook Pro looks bigger than a 15-inch screen on a typical laptop with a 16:10 aspect ratio. Anyways, it's not a perfect laptop though, so I will go through the cons now. The biggest con for me is that there is a glare on the screen when you have a light shining from the sun onto the screen. So like if you're outdoors or you have a giant window behind you letting in a lot of sunlight, then you're gonna see a pretty strong glare, which really sucks. And if LG could fix that, that would be amazing. That being said, it's not really a big deal for me because I can usually control my lighting. I'm normally indoors. Like here, the screen looks perfectly fine. It would be nice if they had an SD card slot, but at least they have a micro SD card slot. This is the built-in webcam on the laptop. I'm gonna pick it up so that you can see how it looks like this. Yeah, we're vlogging like this today. How do I look? You too, thank you. There have been issues where if I have it in a weird position on the desk, like basically coming off like this, if I try to click the touch bar, I've had issues where like it won't register. I think, let's see if I can demonstrate. Can't really demonstrate, but man, that's a cool video. But that's like a really edge case. Normally you're not gonna have the laptop dangling off of a table, and I can't even replicate that now. Anyways, this is a laptop you've got to get. Every time I've shown this laptop to someone, they've been like, oh my God, what? This is amazing. And that's exactly how I felt. The only reason I found out about this laptop was I was literally just walking through an electronics store in Korea, not looking for anything in particular, and this laptop just caught my eye. I went over, saw the big screen, saw how thin it was, picked it up and I was like, I'm getting this laptop. A couple months later, when this Dell broke down on me while I was on a contract, so I was working, I just ordered this laptop off Amazon, and this ended up just becoming my main laptop. So this is a fantastic laptop. I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you think. And LG, you're on the map now for your laptops. I hope more laptop makers will come in and make competitors to this, because right now there's nothing even close to this on the market. And I think after using this kind of laptop, I really just can't go back to a typical refrigerator laptop. It just doesn't make any sense. It's $1,650 for this one, which has 500 gigabytes of storage space and 16 gigabytes of RAM. It's a fantastic value. And again, there aren't really any competitors that even come close to this. Also, if you're a software engineer or programmer with a MacBook Pro and you felt married to the Apple MacBook Pro because it's got that Unix-like operating system, well, Windows has a Linux now, Windows subsystem for Linux, so there's no reason to be held hostage by Apple anymore. You can get all that on Windows now. I know Apple brought back the scissor keys and even the escape key, but do you really want to spend $3,000 on a laptop with the damn touch bar? LG Gram 17, well done. That's it for this video. See, like, it's so thin and it's light. It's like under 3 pounds. Like, life's good.
Life is good. Life is good. I know I'm buying this.
Right? I think it will get popular though. It's not just a electronic. It's not just a machine. It's like a friend, like a living, breathing human being. That's like a best friend. It's somebody you probably spend more time with than your significant other. So you gotta make sure to take care of it. Especially in the future age where real-life human relationships are getting less and less common. People are getting replaced by the screen, whether that be your computer or your phone. So take care of your electronics.
Good luck.